Hi guys, Shazada here. Today we'll be doing a side-by-side comparison between two models. One is a budget entry from Samsung, while this one is a sort of a high-end model. So I'll just play this video at the background so you guys can see. So this one is the S9 Ultra, while this one is the Founders Edition Plus series. So this one is almost like a 12-inch tablet, while this one 12-inch tablet, while this one is almost like a 15-inch laptop. So, and if you are carry like a Samsung case with a keyboard and mouse with the DeX experience, that is almost a laptop. Obviously, it's not a Windows laptop, so there will be something limited as it's using like a Android OS. So it is what it is. But yeah, so this one, they both do support HDR, but this one is not AMOLED screen. Well, this one is. This one is using Exynos, which is from Samsung, while this one is using the Qualcomm 8 Gen 2. 8 Gen 2. Yeah. The Founders Edition, it comes with 8 gigs of RAM, while this one is 12 gigs. I'm not sure about the sizes though, because the entry one on this, the Ultra series, is 256, and then you can go to almost 1 terabyte. But I'm not sure what is the default storage on this one. I think it comes with 128 gigs, and then you can go a bit higher. With the Ultra series, you can use a SD card, which is not the case for the Founders Editions. The battery size, this is almost like a 10,000 milliamp battery, while this one uses almost 11,000. So because it's using an Exynos chip, your mileage may vary, right? So, and because obviously it's not using like a Super AMOLED screen, so and not using the high resolution, so you might I think it's the dynamic AMOLED screen, yeah. So you might get a like a better battery, but because of the Qualcomm chip, which is much better compared to Samsung, overall the performance will be better on the newer device. Obviously, because it's the price difference is almost more than double. So both come with dual cameras on the both ends, 8 and the 12 megapixel, while the front one, I think if I'm not mistaken, that's an 8 megapixel camera. Yeah. So obviously, this does support Dolby Atmos. That's not the case here. Bluetooth 5.3. Charging, I think both are maximum 25, if I'm not mistaken, because Samsung has been sort of limiting all of their devices, even the high-end ones, to 15 and then to 25 watts. Yeah, so obviously the main difference you'll be going for this one is the screen itself. It's a dynamic AMOLED screen, which, as you can see, it has a huge difference because both are right now running HDR, and there's a night and day difference. The brightness is almost, let me see, yeah, it should be matching here, yeah. So even at the brightness at peak, I usually do not go at full, I leave a bit of space. So 1 second, I'm just gonna play this so you guys get a better, yeah. So as you can see, this is much more brighter, much more vibrant. For traveling, so like even with the like a budget screen, it's not that bad. For normal users, you wouldn't notice that much unless you have two side by side. Only then you will see the difference. From normal, if you're looking at a screen, it is a really nice screen itself. And yeah, because obviously because of the AMOLED screen, the colors are popping, especially the darkers are much more darker on this compared to this one. Let me see if there's anything which is yeah, so I think there might be something else. Yeah, this one for. So that is one of the main difference. Obviously, the price, and then it depends on your usage itself. So it depends on whatever you can afford. So one thing is, if you want to carry like traveling, I would say this is a sort of like a better option. But obviously, if you want to spend more, you can go with the Plus series from the S9 Gen. Well, this one, it looks nicer, but when you're traveling, I sort of didn't expect it to be this big, right? So if you're traveling, it you have to be sort of be a bit mindful where to put it, where to place it, and then also like what kind of stand you need for that. Well, this one obviously it is a quite bigger tablet because it's almost like 13 inches. Not well, exact size is to be 12 inches, but it is. So let's just look at the sound comparison. I will not be doing like a camera comparison because there's tons of them, and the other thing is I'm in a room, it is a bit darker, so there's no point of doing that. So yeah. So the main thing is like you won't be using this one to take photos. Mainly you'll be using your mobile devices. So for me, the tablet cameras, they don't matter that much unless it's like a decent front camera if you're using for video calls and it is clear, that's more than enough. Yeah, so it, like the screen, it's not that bad, which I was sort of expecting to be, because if you have used the I've tested the A tab series, and the screen is okay-ish. Obviously, it is a budget series, an entry series tablet, but there are like for the same price you can get much better options from different companies. But on the mid end it is decent, and then but also you get the option to, okay, do you want to go to mini from Apple, or you want to go to like a 1 or 2 gen older and get like a better screen. So yeah, battery size, it is like 10,000, so it should like last you a day without having to worry what you're playing. Obviously, if you're just playing continuous games, it's gonna drain the battery a bit more. But if you're on like a long flight or like traveling, then it should like last you like your whole day without any issues. Um, if you The other thing is like obviously if you want to charge these devices and you're carrying a battery bank, you need like a bigger battery bank, which should at least be 20,000 milliamp, so that way it can at least charge your device and then the mobile. Other one, you will be just like, if you go like a smaller one, you will be just charging this device and you wouldn't be able to charge if you have like the phone or if you have the buds or anything else. So be mindful of that as well. Yeah, so screens, as you can see, they're really good itself, and then it depends, it's on you. So whichever you feel. Obviously, you can go with the plus one because then it will be like a similar to this, but the screen, it's a dynamic AMOLED, so it will be much better. This one has in-screen fingerprint as well, so that is the main thing. Normally, the performance, it doesn't matter that much if you're using different apps to play games, more than enough. And the same thing on the S9 as well. Yeah, this will be it. If you have any questions, do let me know and I'll try to answer them. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.